Hello and greetings from ReviewPro. Today's pitch session is all about how ReviewPro can support your hospitality operation across the entire guest journey. We really invite you to think about your customer's journey to your door and their stay as one continuous experience, and how you can completely elevate their experience from the get-go with smart technology to support your communication, and along the way create operational efficiencies that will not only save costs, it will give your teams the space and support they need to focus on what they do best. The ReviewPro has been helping hospitality improve guest experience for over a decade. Globally, over 60,000 hotels, accommodation providers, and destinations all rely on ReviewPro. We are part of the Shiji Group, a global company serving a wide range of technology needs for the hospitality industry. Shiji Group serves more than 90,000 hotels and over 200,000 restaurants worldwide. ReviewPro has been in operation for over a decade, consistently evolving in line with the needs of the hospitality industry. Our range of products helps you understand and improve the guest experience across the entire guest journey. What we at ReviewPro do is offer the necessary business tools to hospitality organisations to support their guests and exceed their expectations at every stage of the journey. Our unified platform includes hotel reputation, guest surveys, case management, and messaging automation, an AI-driven automation, messaging, and chatbot solution. So let's look at how we can support you when guests are booking in the pre-arrival phase, in stay, and also post-departure. Firstly, we are more focused than ever on helping you to create truly remarkable experiences for your guests. And the way that we consistently help you do this is by firstly understanding their evolving needs, and secondly, providing the technological transformation you need to meet those needs. As an industry, we are always focused on exceeding the guests' expectations. What we have seen in recent times is that when it comes to really going above and beyond in terms of our customers' expectations, it's really becoming increasingly difficult. There are a lot of evolving circumstances that are impacting your ability to understand and exceed your guest's expectation. If you are waiting until the guest is on property to engage, you're missing some key opportunities to connect, nurture brand loyalty, set expectations, and also losing opportunities to create more memorable experiences. We need to think of the guest journey from when it starts, and we need to be interacting with our guests well before check-in and after the guest has left. Guest needs, as you know, are constantly changing. We are seeing a number of consistent trends when it comes to potential communication friction points and missed opportunities. Really key is that we, as travellers, are tired of looking for information across multiple platforms, and we don't want to spend the time searching for answers on a website to what are often really quick questions, especially when we are on our mobile device. We, as travellers, also have more questions than ever when travelling due to more uncertainties and changes. This is exacerbated by resource challenges in our industry that is resulting in an increase in complaints about queuing, waiting, and generally slow responses to queries. And that's when they do get a response. In many cases, the queries are going unanswered by missed telephone calls, people walking away from reception, a busy reception, and clicking away from our websites when we can't find the information we need. So basically, guests want to see their requests being actioned and fast. And then throw into the mix that our adoption of messaging in general as a way of communicating has become the absolute norm. And we have come to expect it pretty much everywhere. So if I can use a chat to do my online shopping and check how long delivery might be on a pair of shoes or something like that, I shall expect that when I'm at my hotel, I can use chat from my room to ask how long my room service delivery will be. Or if I'm looking at a hotel website, I want to ask them how much parking is, for example. So when you're thinking about how you can really effectively impact your guest's experience around the communication they have with you, a good way to look at it is to consider all the touch points that they have across the guest journey with you, and consider how business tools can help support you in each of these stages to impact on both the guest by providing convenient, efficient, and personalised methods for them to engage, request, and receive information and answers that will make their trip easier and more enjoyable, as well as making your operation more efficient and make valuable use of guest data and technology to achieve outcomes that positively impact the guest experience. So the guest journey starts with the guest researching their next accommodation. So what will guests find out about you online? The experience at your property, especially how any negative issues have been handled, will be visible in the reviews that previous guests have left. So our hotel reputation solution aggregates reviews and ratings from over 140 review platforms and OTAs in 45 languages, empowering you to actively understand and manage reviews and responses in order to improve your online reputation, increase bookings, and ultimately boost revenue. Today, many guests turn to your website as the source of truth. So do you have the staffing capacity to ensure that guests get the information they need, no matter what time they are asked at what time of the day or what language they ask in? So messaging automation allows guests to message your hotel and be answered immediately via an AI-driven chatbot that's trained to respond to 80% of your incoming queries. When the guest has decided on their next stay, the chatbot can guide them through the process, ensuring that the booking remains on your website, and also starts a starting point to engage and communicate with guests and potential guests. In the new era of guest experience, it is more relevant than ever to ensure that we have ways of communicating with our guests that adapt to changing preferences and channels. It is also an opportunity to provide clear information that helps set expectations and elevates our experience with brands. So today, we are used to getting the information we need when we need it by pulling it just directly from the cloud. So with messaging automation, your guests can reach out to you at any time using their favorite messaging app or the hotel website to get the pre-stay information they need, whether that's about directions to the hotel or if parking is available and so on. Communication, as we know, is two-way, and we may want to start the communication well before the guests have arrived. Using messaging automation, we can proactively reach out to the guest before they arrive via WhatsApp, SMS, or email to ensure that they get the information they need or allow them to personalize their stay. You'll not only be able to drive upsells, but also decrease the chances of your guests cancelling last minute. By asking for their preferences for their finer details and providing information that gets them buzzing about their upcoming trip, you can make them feel taken care of even before they've even arrived and help you stand out from your competitors as well. We know from research of the travel booking journey that our excitement levels are actually at their highest between when we've booked our trip and when we arrive. So this is the time to engage proactively with your guests. Share your inside secrets and tips to help reinforce their purchasing decision is right and getting them pumped up for their stay. In-stay communication allows you to exceed expectations while the guest is on property. With messaging automation, again, you can engage with your guests on property via multiple messaging channels like WhatsApp, WeChat, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, or just via your own web chat. Check in with guests before they check out through an in-stay survey. By capturing issues while the guest is still on property, you can turn negative experiences into positive ones, avoid bad reviews, and increase loyalty. So, avoid hearing that often spoken phrase from your operations team, if only they'd told us while they were here. This is where technology absolutely supports operations. And these days, the adoption of QR codes makes conversion for in-stay surveys so simple. Once an issue is reported, ReviewPro's case management solution kicks in and sends guests' requests or complaints to the right teams in real time. So you can create teams to reflect your internal structures, add rules and parameters to resolution time, and view staff performance, all of which help to support correct management response strategies and business goals. After departure, this is where you have a huge opportunity to capture valuable insights via different channels. So post-stay surveys can be sent to specific guest segments and filtered according to your PMS parameters, like room type or guest profiles such as a loyalty guest, market segment, and so on, to enable you to gather specific data points and identify service or product issues. The key to conversion on surveys is to personalize by displaying more relevant questions. They can even help you with growing your customer base. For example, to non-loyalty guests, based on what we know from the PMS, you can ask the question, would you like to know more about the loyalty program? Then you can create an automatic case through ReviewPro that sends the lead to your loyalty program team, and that can help grow even more customers. What about leaving reviews? So important as travel rebounds. We need new, fresh content to help customers make decisions based on recent experiences. So encourage guests to leave reviews with our review collection functionality, which is a part of our guest survey. So it makes sure that you have fresh, verified reviews on the top review sites and OTAs. Positive reviews can boost your online reputation and drive future bookings. Whether reviews are positive or negative, they provide really valuable feedback to help you understand your guest experience. All guest feedback is processed by our powerful semantic analysis technology, which identifies the categories and concepts that your guests like and dislike across 17 languages. So you can make really good data-driven operational and service improvements. We can't forget that what happens offline, whether it's positive or negative, goes on to live online for all others to read. So just as we can see in this real life review, basically here we can see that the hotel here was able to exceed expectations, which prompted a review, firstly by asking the guest how their stay was going while they were on property still, dealing with the issue on time, and professionally using the supporting case technology, which then turned them into a loyal customer. So it's a real win-win and the cycle continues. So I hope you've been able to see how the guest journey is so important and how it all ties together. So with ReviewPro's guest experience platform, the entire guest journey all comes together on one platform. So one platform for all those touch points. And it's also scalable, flexible, and it's fully in line with the latest data security requirements. And then to supercharge your investment with the least staff disruption, you can also integrate our platform with many of the leading business intelligence tools that you already may have embedded into your processes. Because in the end, each of our solutions has been developed alongside our clients and according to industry needs, and have one aim, which is helping you create remarkable experiences at every stage of the guest journey. So thank you so much for listening. If you got to the end of this presentation, we very much thank you and hope that if you're